Hey guys, Jay with ebodyboarding.com, and I'm going to show you something I get asked a lot, and that is how to get into and out of a front zip wetsuit. Front zip wetsuits have been around for a long time. They're really good at keeping the wetsuit nice and flexible. They minimize the leakage since the zipper's right up here rather than down your back. And the neck seal, which you'll see after I put it on, keeps the water out of the neck area and minimizes the rash potential too. So I'm a really big fan of front zip wetsuits. Similar technique to zipperless wetsuits as well, and I'll show you that in a different video. So a couple of things. First of all, good idea to have a changing mat. So you see I have one down here. We sell them on ebodyboarding.com. It's essentially a mat you can put down on the ground, whether it be sand, dirt, or a parking lot, so that your suit doesn't get dirty and covered in oil and other stuff that's on the ground while you're changing into and out of the suit. I highly recommend a changing mat. Another thing that might help you when you're getting into a wetsuit would be a plastic bag. It helps. This is a little trick to help you get your foot through the leg holes of the suit. I don't usually use them because I'm pretty good at getting wetsuits on and off, but you can put your foot in a nice heavy-duty Ziploc gallon bag or these shopping bags. They make them really thick now. And slide your foot through and then pull the bag off and put it on the other foot and slide that foot through. So that's a little bit of help as well. Some people will put baby powder and even Pam cooking spray on their feet and legs. That's an old triathlete trick to get your foot into the leg opening of the suit if you struggle with that. Okay, so here's how you get into and out of the suit. First of all, you want to make sure it's unzipped, and you want to find the opening to the suit, and you want to roll it down. That's the key, is you open that opening and roll it down as far as you can, so you'll have a nice, easy entry into the suit. So I'm going to stand on my changing mat, and I'm going to start. You can start with either leg. It doesn't matter. I always start with my left leg. That's just how I put the suit on. I pull it up, and when I pull it gently. You don't want to force it because you'll pop a seam or rip the neoprene. So it's really important to slowly pull the leg of the wetsuit on. Grab big chunks of the neoprene as well. I'm going to lean against this wall so I don't fall over. And then once I get it, my foot poking through, I'll roll it onto over my heel and pop it up onto my calf. And then I kind of smooth it out by pulling up little bits at a time. So there's one leg in. And then always a good idea to lean against something, your car or a wall or whatever you got if you can. You can even sit down and do this. Put my other leg in, same deal. Don't pull it too tight or you'll rip something. And you got to be gentle because the modern wetsuits have really stretchy neoprene. So it'll stretch pretty far and then you'll end up stressing it and ripping it. Once you get your legs in, you want to pull the suit gently up so that little bits at a time go up and the suit comes up and fits nicely on your legs. Smooth out all those wrinkles and get it up to your crotch. Okay, so now it's around my waist, and now you're going to get your arms in. So for me, that process involves my right arm first. The zipper's on the right side of the suit, and I want to put my right arm in first because the right side of the suit is less flexible because the zipper is there. So I pull it out, get my arm in, and then I work it up under my armpits, and then pop my arm up and over the shoulder. And then again, grab little bits of the neoprene. A little bit out of breath, right? It's a little bit of work. And I pull that gently up over my wrist, inch the arm up, and get it up nice and high on my shoulder. And now the left side, because the zipper is not on the left side, is a little more flexible. You got to kind of tweak your arm to get it in there without stretching it too much. So I sort of lean over and pull my arm in nice and tight, get it in that armhole, and then pop it up over the shoulder. And again, work my arm in. Smooth out those wrinkles. grabbing big chunks of rubber again. You don't want to grab a little bit, you'll rip it. So now that I have it up and over both shoulders, I reach around the back and I make sure everything's smoothed out. All the flaps are nice and flat against my back. And the last piece of the puzzle is you have this neck hole. You have to pull that up and over your head. So you pull it out a little bit, duck your head in, and pop it over your head. And you're in. So then you got to just zip it up. And then this is magnetic. Some have snaps. And you can even cinch it tighter if you like that. Usually when the suit's new, it's really snug, but as it gets older, you have to cinch it down. Okay, now how to get back out of the suit. You're done surfing, you're ready to get out. Obviously you unzip it and you're going to reverse engineer everything we just did. So you're going to pull the neck out and you're going to duck your head down and pull that over your head. So I'm grabbing it in two places to stretch it out, and I'm ducking my head in so I don't have to stretch it too far. And again, we're going to start this time with the left side, the more flexible side that doesn't have the zipper. And I pull it down over my shoulder. Then I'm going to grab a little chunk, pull it down. The key is to get it over your elbow. Once it's over your elbow, it's really easy. So I work the arm down like that. Then I should be able to grab a nice big chunk of that and just pop it over my elbow. Get my arm out. There, now it's easy from there on. You, again, reverse engineering what we did when we put it on. Pull the shoulder of the right side where the zipper is. And again, you want to do it a little bit at a time. You don't want to stretch anything too much. I know I keep saying that, but it's really important if you want the suit to last. And here's a little tip. Once I get it to this point, I'm going to slide it down. It's really easy to get down to this point. What a lot of people do is when they get it this far down, they'll step on it and pull. You don't want to pull too hard. Do not pull that too hard, because what that does is it stretches out the crotch and it'll pop a seam in the crotch. So you got to go really gently and make sure that you inch that thing down with your hands as far down to your ankle as you can. Don't step on it and pull your leg way up and stress those crotch seams. You'll pop a seam and then it'll leak in the crotch. It's the worst thing. So once I have it down this far, super easy. Put two thumbs in here behind my Achilles. Pop it over my heel. Same with the other side. Pop it over the heel and I'm out. Couple things about wetsuits. You want to dry them in the shade. Don't dry them in the sun. The sun will dry them faster, but the UV really breaks down the glue and the tape and the neoprene. It'll make it get brittle and eventually rip. So dry them in the shade. And these things I'm wearing, by the way, good to wear under a wetsuit, but also really good. They're trunk liners, and a lot of companies sell them. Great to wear under a pair of trunks so you don't get rash on your thighs or your nads. So trunk liners, highly recommended. I don't wear anything under my wetsuit. I think most people go commando like that, but some people might benefit from this. It's easier to change outside without, having to worry about your towel falling off or whatever. So that is how to get into and out of a front zip wetsuit, and that's it.